Tell the channel it's ladies' night. We've got basic unboxings of Toni Storm and the Chase Edition, Chelsea Green and the Chase Edition. Welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another Mattel basic unboxing and review, or core, depending who you are, but they'll always be basics to me. We don't unbox a lot of basics on the channel because I don't buy a lot of basics, but I have a pretty good collection building up, and you guys know my rules, and if you don't know my rules, I might as well explain them to you right now. So for basic figures, I'm only getting, obviously, the Ultimate Warrior. Some of the heavy hitter legends I will pick up in the basics, but I do get first time in the lines, and there's a lot of characters that get a basic figure that never get an elite. So those do fit my criteria to pick up. No more so than Chelsea Green right here. These are only figures ever made by Mattel. She was released earlier this year. So no sign of an elite for Chelsea Green. So I said, you know what? I better get both of her basics, and both of them, we'll talk about that. And then Toni Storm, first time in the line. I got to assume we're going to have a Toni Storm elite figure pretty soon. It's been announced already. Somewhere in the 90s, that one will be. So I don't know. Did I really need these? But I said, yes, I do, because I came across them both on the pegs at the same time in a weak moment. You guys know how it goes. But I do like Toni Storm. She is one of my favorite female wrestlers going today. She loves the heavy metal. She loves the black eyeliner, face paint going on there. So you know me. I'm a sucker for face paint. There's just something I like about that Toni Storm. I can't really put my fingers on it, but there's something that's really good about Toni Storm. So I had to pick her up as well. So let's do it. We're going to do it like we normally do videos on the channel, of course. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about them. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. We're going to start with Toni Storm because her figure came first. How's that? Now, I can't even remember which one's the Chase, which one's the regular. I'm thinking maybe the blue is the Chase, but I don't know. They're both very similar figures, but different. A lot more different than I expected them to be. But let's take a look at the packaging first on this Toni Storm. Talking basic core series 117. Can you believe it? There's 117 sets of basics out there. Is there anyone out there in the world with a complete basics collection? That would be next level if somebody did have all those. It would be very interesting. I'd love to see that. I would hope that's a loose set because I don't know where you'd find room for all of them on card. But yeah, basics are here to stay. They're a thing that you see in about every retailer. If your elites are all gone, you usually can find at least some basics. Nice price point for kids and parents buying for kids. Playability wise, they've taken a huge step back. They're almost like statues at this point, is what I've noticed. But we'll unbox it. We'll get to it. We'll see what's going on here. But you got glamour shot of Toni Storm on the side. Sucker for a girl in face paint. Even if it's a little bit of face paint, I'm a sucker for it. So there's Toni Storm looking only like she can look, of course. Toni Storm here, 117, WWE. First time in the line, like a rookie card in a way. Her rookie figure. So there she is right there. On the back, you got Taker. You got Roman Reigns. You got Toni Storm. You've got Otis. And, of course, we got our old friend Tucker. Tucker, how we miss you. We haven't seen you since. So I don't know what's going to happen with Tucker, if he's going to continue wrestling or where his life will go. But Tucker got the short end of the straw, I always felt, in the heavy machinery out there. So he was just a little bit forgotten when Otis started to take off. Warnings, UPCs, all that kind of stuff down below. So let's get down to it. Let's unbox this Toni Storm. Almost a little bit of a rookie unboxing, but got it. See you later. See you later. Little plastic prison, a half plastic prison. There's Toni in her red. Let's see here. See you later, up high. All right, Toni Storm. We got the elbow articulation. You got the arms that go up and down. You got heads that go side to side. You got a waist. You've got legs that go up and down and knees that barely move. I mean, the knees barely move at these. There's no ankle articulation. You do got the boot cut swivel, but not a ton of articulation on these figures. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what they are. It's for little kids out there to hammer around and stuff, but some of us collectors do dabble in the basics. Like I said, I have my rules, and I think a lot of you guys have those as well. They got a little bit of decoration on them. She does have her little bird tattoo here on her hand. We saw a different tattoo on this one, so there is some differences on these Chases and regular editions, as we're going to see here. She does have her patented little football player face paint going on there, a little underneath her eyes. That's very cool. That does stand out for her, so good job, Toni Storm. Pretty good proportions on her, I guess you would say. It does look like her. It does have a lot of her proportions. We'll leave it at that, her proportions. But it does look good. This is an okay figure. I mean, the Elite will eventually blow this away. Does she fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. Of course she does. She fits on a stand just perfectly. She does have a fisted hand and an open hand. That's always been a gripe of mine and a lot of collectors. That too many of the female figures over the years had the slapping hand, I guess we'll call it. I mean, they could do more than that. So I always love it when we get fisted hands on our female figures, so that is really good. And as you guys know, you could smoke and mirrors the basics and the Elites together. The basics blend in just fine, if you ask me. They just don't have that ab crunch is the big difference, and a lot of the decor and all that kind of stuff going on. But some of them are okay. If you're not a player, they display all right. The one that irks me the most on basics, though, is the knee articulation. There's just no knee articulation. It is what it is. But there's Toni Storm in red. Now let's take a look at Toni Storm in blue. So the difference between the chase, everything is the same. The package is the same. The figure is the same with just a different colors. Instead of the red, we get the blue going on here. And a few other differences we'll note. Same exact back. So most of the time I see both these regularly, both about the same time, the chase and the regular version. I don't think it's super hard to find any of these basic chases. I think I've seen every single one of them out at retail. I've passed on a lot of them because even though it's a chase, it doesn't do a whole lot for me. But it is nice for somebody like Chelsea Green here. Instead of just getting one figure, she technically got two figures. And now she's not with the company anymore, so she will leave with two figures. So that's kind of nice. We got Jake Atlas coming up very soon. He's hitting the pegs right now. Same thing. He's been released, but he has a chase edition, so he has two figures out there. So that is kind of nice. But let's open up this Toni Storm here. See you later. See you later. Goodbye. And then once again, the old plastic prison with Toni. Looking only like she can look. I'm a big Toni Storm fan. See you later. I hope she gets used a little bit more. We don't see her a whole lot. It sounds like Dolph Ziggler is working his magic on her, trying to, impress her, I guess we've seen on SmackDown, so we'll see where that goes. But comparing these two, so you got the same body, the same build, but the outfit is different. So we do like that, and it's actually more different than some we've seen in the past, where more of a halter top, is that what they're called here? A bikini top maybe on this one, where you got a little longer top on here. Some difference on the back. It's just not as simple as a color change. It's actually a different design. And this one must be a different era of Toni Storm. I'm not exactly sure there. The head is the exact same on both these, but she does have a tattoo over here on this arm where she does not have on this one. So I've got to think this is more of a modern day and this is more of a throwback edition. I'm not totally up to speed on Toni Storm and her tattoos, I got to be honest with you. But at least it is a point of difference. And we don't get a ton of female figures in the Mattel line, as you guys know. We haven't talked about that. If we're lucky, you get one per set. And we all know, we all take that business step back. I see it. You guys probably see it as well. A lot of the female figures do end up peg warming. So they don't want to be too heavy with the female figures. So some of these basic ones are kind of a way to make it work a little bit with the more female figures out there is what I've seen. The articulation, for the most part, for a lot of years, the basics and the elites were the exact same type of figures. That's all changing now, but we do still historically see females peg warm. I mean, watch any of my figure hunt videos on Friday. Majority of the time, you're going to see a lot of females out there. Two of the biggest peg warmers this year are females, with my girl Rio, never change, never leave, dancing across the sand, dancing across my heart every day I go to a store and I see her. And then China, the WrestleMania set, that's the one I'm shocked at, because that 2-pack China with Triple H, a little bit more harder to find, not available in all stores, where this WrestleMania one, that's everybody's plain Jane China they can get in their collection. And consumer votes with their wallet, they're saying they don't want China, or they don't want China in that amount for sure. So it'll be interesting where China goes from here. But definitely too many Chinas in that WrestleMania set. It's sad to see, but you know, the customer votes with their wallet. That's what I always say. So there you go. Toni Storm, two solid figures. I got to think the Elite's going to blow it away. It'll have a nice coat. It'll have a nice top hat. It'll have a lot of cool stuff with it, I have to think, in the future. So there it is. Toni Storm. I almost forgot. I was playing dolls with my kids the other day. Yes, we were playing Barbies. We had a hot match of Barbies. There might have been some murder in the Barbie dream house, but that's a story for another day. But as I was playing, I saw one of her old Barbie dolls that was like missing an arm and stuff. They didn't want, but I saw this jacket on there, and it says Wild Hearts Crew. It's like a faux leather jacket. And it looks like it would fit okay, and I saw that and I said, this would look pretty good on Toni Storm. So I grabbed this off of my kid's jacket, and we're going to see, does this fit on Toni Storm? This might open up a whole new industry of action figures. You just get their shirts and stuff off Barbie dolls and things like that, and we can start putting them on our wrestling figures. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So there it is. Actually, this doesn't fit so bad. I mean, it's going to take some work, I guess. Can we get it in there? It's a little long in the sleeves, but that's probably okay. You move her hair around a little bit. Move the hands out a little bit. I don't know, not terrible, not the best. I mean, it's not like something that's custom made, but I think if I play around with it a little bit and I move the arms up and move the hands out, I think I can maybe make this work, or at least give a little bit of a point of difference here with Toni Storm in this jacket. I don't know. Might work. It's okay. You guys tell me what you think, but I guess it's a free jacket. We'll see what I can do with it. I'll play around with it. Maybe I'll get some nice glamour shots with it if I can get it to work. If I can get it to work. But there it is, Toni Storm officially done now. Now we move our attention over to Chelsea Green. So I did see Chelsea Green came up on Amazon, $9.98, I think it was shipped. I said, oh, I haven't seen it in the stores yet, I might as well order it. So I ordered it, and what did they do? They sent me the black chase version, so thank you, Amazon. I think every time I've ordered a basic on Amazon, they've sent me the chase. I've just had phenomenal luck on that. But I picked that one up. I said, I don't know when that's going to hit my stores. It's cheaper than retail. I might as well just order it, and that's what I did. Then a couple days later, I'm out at my local Walmarts. I run into a case, no chase Chelsea Greens, but the original version, the regular version was there. So I did pick that one up. I said, well, since she's not having any more figures, I might as well get both of these just to have. So that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. So let's take a look at the packaging on her. There's Chelsea in the black. Good glamour shot of her on the side. I think this is a phenomenal basic. And I got to think it's because, you know, Matt Cardona, of course, a part of the figure community, a part of the fig game, and probably the most vocal figure person that gets a direct line to Mattels of the world and stuff like that. I think they knew at Mattel, we better make this one right. We better make sure this looks phenomenal, or we're going to hear about it the rest of our lives. I think that's how it went. So I think that's part of it, because we did get a tremendous basic figure here. I think this is one of the best female basic figures that's been released in a long, long time. So kudos for Matt Cardona's credentials to make Mattel fear him. Does that make sense? I think that's good. But I bet he's very happy, and I'm sure Chelsea Green's very happy to get her own figure and be immortalized in plastic. Plastic, and here for the memories, of course. So, like I said, this is the Chase Edition, the black gear. First time in the line, logo up there as well. Part of basic, I almost said elite, basic series 122. On the back, you've got Drew McIntyre. You've got Charlotte Flair. Charlotte, very underrated. Only one elite in Charlotte's lineup. She did have an ultimate. But I'm surprised we haven't got more elite Charlottes. Maybe we will one day. We've got a few basics out there. You've got Chelsea Green, of course. Then Damian Priest, first time in the line as well with the taped up ribs. I did pass on this one because he is coming in Elite 90. Usually I buy these basics the first time in the line, people, because you're not sure when they're getting an Elite. Well, they announced Damian so close together. I said, I can pass on that because I got an Elite coming. I don't need multiple Damian Priests in my collection. So that's how I went about that one. But like I said, this Chelsea one's phenomenal. Let's unbox it here. Let's get it out of the package. See you later. Plastic Prison, Chelsea Green right there. Part of Ring of Honor, part of Impact, part of NWA. She's all over the place. See you later right now. So you definitely need her in your figure fed as we're sitting. She does have two slapping hands here, so she's ready for a slap fight is what she's ready for. But it does look very good. I do like the legs on this figure, and now that I look at this, we have a new boot mold here. I don't believe this boot mold has ever been used before. At least I've never seen it in a female basic. So really, like I said earlier, really getting to the top of the house, getting a first time in the line boot mold. They went all out with this Chelsea Green figure. And the head on this one is just fabulous. Very, very cool. Looks just like her. I think it looks just like her. So very cool. No paint imperfections or anything. She even has the little tattoo on the back of her arm. 48 degrees north, 123 degrees west, so I don't know what those coordinates go to. Maybe she is from Canada, maybe it's Florida, who knows? Who knows what it is, but she just have her coordinates on there. But yeah, a very, very solid female basic. Like I said, this Chelsea Green is tremendous. I think I prefer the black one, but there's only one way to find out if I really do prefer this one. It's to open up the purple version. There you go. So same carding, just like Toni Storm. Everything's the same except the figure inside is different. And we'll investigate this figure, see what's going on here. But a very, very good figure. Very good likeness. Very good likeness. Same back as you saw before. So let's open her up as well. Empowering the next generation through play. That's what Mattel is up to. That's exactly what they're doing. See you later. Plastic Prison. There it is. I would love to see the Chase at least have a fist with her. See you later. Whoa, off the screen. We got it. There it is. I would have liked to have seen some fists or some changes there, but I understand. They just can't do that. Holy cow. This joint is a very tough, and it is extremely stressed already. I can see it in the figure, so I'm not going to press my luck on that. Both of them are fairly stressed. Boy, there's not going to be some bend there. So I don't know if you had that in yours, but her arms, the peg, you can see it in there, and it is very white, which means the purple is, stressed on the plastic. That's not good, so I'm not going to tempt fate and try to move that around too much. This Chelsea will just have her arms down to the side. That's where she's going to sit. But once again, very similar to the black. Got the same body, same head, same everything, but the outfit is different. But unlike Toni Storm, it seems to be the same thing, just painted differently. Toni Storm had a little bit longer top on one, shorter on the other, different tattoos on one, different tattoos on the other. She does have her tattoo on both of these. Same boots, everything else, but we get white version of boots here, and then the purple and pink going on. But very cool. Still a very good figure. I think I'm going to go with black as my favorite one here, just because I'm a favorite. Black's one of my favorite colors. It's just like my heart. It's black. It's a black heart, but very, very solid. Toni Storm, very solid as well. I think I'm going blue and black for Toni Storm being my favorite. But you can't go wrong with either of these. I don't know if you need both of them. I don't know if you need the Chase editions, but I would strongly recommend at least one of these Chelsea Greens. You're not getting another one. You need at least one in your collection. Toni Storm, I guess you can pass because we know we're getting an Elite, but I'm okay having these. I like Toni Storm. Like I said, she's one of my favorites out there in the female division, so I'm okay having all the Toni Storms I can get. Send me more. I'll take all of them. So there it is, a little ladies' night unboxing. You guys tell me what you think in the comments. Did you pass on these? Did you pick these up? I got to think a lot of people, especially the Chelsea Green, are picking this one up. I think she'll sell a lot of units just because of her first time, last time in the line status here. And her affiliation with the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast does not hurt her sales either, I would assume. But there it is. You guys tell me your thoughts on these two figures. Tell me your thoughts on basics. Do you pick them up? When do you make the decision? Are you all out? Are you all in? Do you dabble like myself? Well, let me know in the comments. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the old notification bell. You don't want to miss a video. I got videos every single day, as you guys know. Follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram, and of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. So for Chelsea Green, Toni Storm, and basics everywhere, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.